Directed by Aaron Horvath and Michael Jelinek, The Super Mario Bros. Movie starts with Mario and Luigi trying to build a successful plumbing company in the real world. After stumbling across a green pipe underground, they are both sucked into the fantasy world of the Mushroom Kingdom. Separated from each other along the way inside, Mario ends up in the happier section of this world, befriending Princess Peach and Toad. Luigi ends up in a darker section, finding himself kidnapped by the villain, Bowser. Mario must learn the ways of this world in order to save Luigi. There isn't any further plot than that, so that was my first negative. Yes, as always, Illumination has animated this film perfectly well, and seeing it in 3D really made it pop even more. From the terrific musical score by Brian Tyler and the precisely placed sounds by Randy Tom, I felt like I was being sucked into the world of video games. There is some clever humor, and the voice acting by Chris Pratt, Charlie Day, Anya Taylor-Joy, and especially Jack Black all surprisingly worked well for me. This film, in terms of characters, action, and technical aspects, is pretty much perfect for a film based on the world of Mario. Sadly, what kept me from loving this film was the story itself. It's fine to have a thin story, but the adventure itself felt all over the place and felt more like the movie just wanted to be a piece of fan service over everything else. That didn't ruin the movie for me like it usually would though, because everything except for the story had a lot of time and effort put into it. Similar to how I felt about the recent film, Dungeons & Dragons, Honor Among Thieves, stuff happened and I had a good time. If you're looking for something spectacular that will blow you away in terms of storytelling, I recommend something else. However, if you're just wanting to be transported to a fun world for an hour and a half, I think it's worth checking out, and yes, absolutely bring your kids to this one, it might become a new favorite of theirs. This movie was a blast to watch. It's a must-watch for gamers because it's jam-packed with references and music from every Mario-themed game going back to Donkey Kong. Jack Black was excellent as Bowser and Chris Pratt was great as Mario. For those who were upset about Chris Pratt being the voice of Mario and thinking Illumination was ignoring the original voice of Mario, Charles Martinet has several cameos throughout the movie. They didn't forget about him. There's even a reference to the 1989 series, Super Mario Bros. Super Show. The writers of this movie really did their homework. It's an enjoyable movie for the younger and older generation. I loved it.